Can't.
I gotta know.
Hey, man, strong hands.
www.love2jamradio.com. It's Friday. It's Rillos. It's going down. I'm comedian Rillos. I'm just a co-host.
No, you're not.
He
tried it.
Miss Lovey's in the building. Say what up to the people.
What's going on, y'all? I'm the motherfucking co-host on tonight. He tried to play these whole ass games. He used to be in Thursday. He tried it.
Hey, we sipping on hen and Sprite. Shout out to Mr. White. He came through with the Sprite. Mr. Cornelius White was in the building.
He trying to get his way back on the squad. He know what to do.
He made sure he reminded us that the Sprite was cold.
Yeah, and then he brought it.
I brought
this Sprite
electricity to keep this Sprite cold.
And I brought it here.
Those are my dues for the month.
Right. We want to welcome, whenever he jumps down and says he's going to stay with the squad again, then we will welcome him officially back to the team.
Positivity.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got Hype Man Z in the building.
Ooh, the artist from the...
Don't start with your shit.
I was just trying to... I figure if I introduce you, that's what nigga I'm going to get.
He won't Hype Man. He don't want none of them other niggas.
Nigga come in all smooth, taking all the hoes.
Yeah. Classic Hype Man.
I'm older now, you know what I'm saying? Not as hype as I used
You
to
sound
be.
like Elixir.
No.
Yeah, she's talking about some
Z is
bad.
under 30.
I know. She's
Everybody's older now.
right, nigga. Like he got older and we stayed the same age.
I'm not that young jumping bean that y'all saw all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
You remember that song? Walk in the club.
Hey.
That nigga used to fuck that shit up.
I'm on y'all.
I think you still got it if we need it.
I think he do too, but you
I
know,
can dig in my bag.
it's like the Conjuring and shit. We gotta do a whole ritual to get that.
I know, right?
out.
That nigga deep.
You gotta say 6th Street or something to bring this nigga back.
Right. Hype Man Z don't fly with white people.
I don't think they let Hype Man Z fly with white people.
He is Monzel. Monzel, what are you doing?
Shout out to Elixir Bottoms Up. She's in the building as well. She brought some cocktails through. Make sure you tune in to her show. It goes from 6:30 to 7:30 right before mine. So if you want to learn the new drink mix, you want to hear somebody else's confessions, if you haven't started drinking, make sure you tune in to her show.
Or if you got confessions.
Yeah, if you got confessions, pull up.
She's taking confessions like the folks at the
I'm
priesthood.
gonna
You know,
reach
when
out to this lady. This girl reached out to me because she wanted to do a radio show.
Oh, what's her name?
But the name of her show, she wanted it to be Confessions of a Side Chick. I'm like, bitch, I just got married. I cannot have you on here right now. Let me get in a little bit.
Tell her holla at me.
But she's serious about it though. She actually came to the show when we was across the street one time, and she kind of just hung out a little bit.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then she no. She was there for us. She was there for us. But then she told me later after that, like, hey, I'm looking into doing a show, but I don't know what I want to do it about yet. And so off and on for like the past 2 years.
That girl, that's right. That's what you
No. That's a grown woman. That's a grown woman. But don't worry, we're gonna go back there in a second. I'm glad you brought that up. But she did. She was saying that she wanted to get back to the station and do her
Tell
own
her,
show.
call me.
Yeah,
Set her
definitely.
in.
I'm gonna plug you
I'm trying to hear what these side chicks are talking about. We can't call it Confessions of a Side Chick, but we'll film something. We already got a show called Confessions and Cocktails. Cocktails and Confessions. You know, we'll have to. I mean, we'll figure it out.
She call it Diary of a Side Chick.
There we go, something like that.
There we go. Yeah,
just the word play. That's it.
Don't say that too. Don't say no more names, because niggas be stealing.
Yeah, for real. Right. It's gonna be 3 Diary of a Side Chick shows tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
On all the radio stations.
Diary of a Side Chick.
Oh, it is real with Rillos. Well, since it's real with Rillos,
we keep it real.
Okay, let me keep it real. So, boom, I get on the internet.
Boom.
I'm sliding up my Facebook timeline, right? Scrolling how I be scrolling. Yeah. And, you know, I understand our peers, you know, come together in order to combat our greatness or to compete in the market of internet radio.
Amen.
Cool. However, the slogan, "We shall set the indie standard," right here.
Yeah, that's specifically.
Can't nobody. I mean, I feel like that's something that it's been our mantra since day one, damn near.
Yeah.
So,
Since he was Hype Man Z, that's what we were saying.
Yeah. So I'm scrolling along, and I see a post, a cartoon post even of someone in the market, and it says, "We're here to set the indie standard." And I'm like, how can that possibly be?
How can it not be said? That's like. That's like.
Did you see it too?
That's
No,
like
y'all
you
didn't
showing
see
up
it.
for dinner and the table is set and you walking in there and saying, well, let me set the table.
Right.
The
Right.
table is already set.
Well, some people, these youngsters these days, they believe
They not youngsters. They alright. They
well,
peers.
If they peers, then it's nice to be, you know what I'm saying?
I put it-
duplicated. It's cool.
I put it like this: when 93.7 came out and they wanted to compete with 97.9,
Even though they're owned by the same company.
even though they're owned by the same company, the first thing they did was attack 97.9.
Right.
Was the first thing they did. Yellow
Right.
journalism. It's been going on. You already know. So
And that's why certain that's why certain hosts got kicked straight out of Houston.
right.
That's why certain people right now that used to be on 97.9 are all of a sudden on 93.7.
Yep. Yep.
They just
Yeah.
got to
switching-
transfer.
Hold on.
It's owned by the same company.
Who's switching sides? Because
No, ain't no side
Yeah, it's
switching.
not side.
It's
No,
I'm
just
saying,
that.
who's going from one station to the other station?
I mean, they
work for the
did
same
go one
company.
station to the other station.
Okay, it's a specific voice that is. When you think of 97.9, you think of a specific voice and one person, and I mean one person only.
Oh yeah.
All right. And when I hear that voice on 93.7, all of a sudden, come on now.
Yeah, but keep in mind,
He ain't never crossed over.
you're right.
Who
no.
was that?
The only other time you hear his voice is on 102.
You challenged him to
Oh,
rap.
Oh, J Mac?
No.
No. No,
Nah, I challenge J Mac.
No,
He's still running.
He's still on 97.9.
Oh, man, hell.
Yeah. I say,
Oh,
I'm
he
not
on the-
going
he
to
on
drop the
97?
nigga name. I'm not going to drop the nigga name.
He still works for Media One. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, he's still, because he's still with 102.
The pitting up against each other is marketing. That's a marketing tool because people are known
Like
to be
Paul Wall
competitive
Comedian
and pick a.
Right.
What you won't do is yell out.
Comedian and Mike Jones?
You sound like President Trump at the debate, just
See,
yelling
I
out
look
random
flip.
shit.
I think Comedian Mike Jones is a little worse.
How could he?
T.I.
No,
Lil Flip.
he just talking blasphemy on today. I don't know.
Comedian Mike Jones was a little.
Zero and Slim Thug?
That shit was real.
Are we talking about rap battles beef now? All I was saying was.
Talking about people that's going against each other and end up making more money in the end because
I was
they
saying
come
the
together.
marketing. No, they didn't come together. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying
937 and 979.
What you're
they the
talking
same
about
now.
is more
This
like
isn't coming
Kanye.
together.
It's more like Kanye and 50 Cent.
This is what 50
Yeah.
Cent did with Stars when he forced people to go and vote and made in Xfinity give Stars back, right? This is what he did. This was like some massive takeover type shit. Like
ain't nobody taking shit over here though.
But for as like the radio stations of the airways we're listening to in our vehicles.
See, I listen to Love the Jam, so I don't get the 979.
Okay, well,
I didn't know he switched.
locally.
So
There was no. Okay, so I just want to be clear and let everybody know. 97.9 and 93.7 are owned by the same company and have been for quite some time. All they did was open up another company, shift some people around, retire some people, give some people some promotions, but nothing has fucking changed.
It doesn't bother me as much. But other people taking the names of our shows that we've started, taking our slogans that we've initiated,
And live by,
and taking our structure that we've taught everybody else.
Matter of fact,
Which
I
I
think
want
told
that.
y'all, I think I told y'all at one point they paying attention to us.
Oh, for sure.
Like I was like, dude, it's too many times I've watched us do
this shit
something.
right here, nigga.
yeah,
And
I
then,
know.
like, all of a sudden, I look on their live or something, and they calling it the same thing, or they
Right.
doing the same thing, and it's on the same type of
Right.
like deal, and I'm like, hold on, bro. Is
That look
somebody,
familiar.
We had a
like
whole-
literally just watching what we doing and
And doing the
switching
same
the
thing.
names and doing the exact same
which,
thing.
and
like,
then
Lovey
reaching out
said,
to our
it's
team
cool.
members to be partners.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Which like that part not cool, but we, but like
Right,
Lovey
they
said-
trying to get Guala. Guala hit me up. He was like, "Hey man, so and so, you know so and so." I'm like, "I don't know them." He said, "Man, they trying to tell me to come over to their station." And I'm like, "Boy, don't get me out here starting y'all trying to poach my people."
But it is good though. It is good for the
come
industry.
over there and what?
What to work with his show? Like trying to get him to come take his show over there.
Really?
Real spit.
Yeah,
They in his DM.
whatever you doing, you ain't sucking nobody from over here over there.
We let bitches go.
Wait, we let bitches
We'll let bitches go. Not you, Alexa, so don't even think about it.
You ain't no bitch.
Alexa, you're not going no
Let's
goddamn
not
where.
move too fast. We let bitches get they suck on first, and then
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, goddamn me. Don't be over there laughing, Stevie. That nigga over there dying in the broken chair.
That is brought to you by Hype Man.
Z,
that is.
that ain't the artist. That's the artist, Hype Man Z.
Talking that shit.
He trying to get his dick sucked tonight. I don't care what the fuck y'all in y'all cars doing. Head this way.
Right.
For some head his way.
I
Every
wouldn't
time
change
a
my
grown
image for
man
this.
tilt his head and would give that neck lean, that roll to him.
Yeah, he already got one lined up. He trying to line the second dick suck up.
How many dick sucks a nigga need?
Yeah, a couple. I don't come from the
Yeah,
head. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Niggas got quiet when I said
Niggas over there partying like, you know what? How many do I need since you asked?
how many dicks does a dick suck?
Niggas act like I said OJ really did. Niggas like, oh, nigga, I come from here.
So we keeping it real low. Y'all know we just have fun. We cut up on this show. This week, the only real big thing that happened was the vice presidential debate. I know Lovey don't really like getting into politics. Outside of all the jokes and memes, for me, I don't feel like it was a lot of information given up, a lot of planning.
You thought there would be?
Now, first off,
What?
it was much better than the presidential election. I must say that. I watched both because these people are pretty much running the country.
What you mean,
You know,
these
I actually
people?
thought it was the same, bro.
Yeah. Both? You think both of them was the
I think
same?
the debate was the exact same. Mike Pence did exactly what Trump did.
What about do you feel like Kamala?
First,
Miss
you know
Senator
what?
Harris?
You know what, Miss Sexy Kamala Harris. You know what?
She not sucking your dick. You can take that comment.
She like pink meat. Anyway,
If she did, I'm a
she like pink meat. First of all,
You're right.
Yeah.
She
Pull it
does.
back.
She like light skinned niggas, but when she get this dark meat, it's different. But as a consumer, I understand that she has sound mind. I understand that she's a very intelligent woman, and you can tell she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
You can tell she knows what she's talking about. You can tell she's experienced, and you can tell that everything that comes out of his mouth, Pence's
Some bullshit.
mouth, not only is it bullshit, but it's bullet points.
Yeah.
It's not even real details.
I was listening to him like right when the part where everybody was talking about the fly flew on his head when he got to talk about Breonna Taylor and how he expressing his sympathies. Anytime somebody is about to go in, and this probably applies to any and everybody, if they're about to sympathize with you or sympathize with anybody, and they take a deep breath and it's just and they coming off like real light, like they trying to build up to something, that it's just not genuine at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like certain things should just upset people. It's like, hey, we out here, not all of us are protesting. We're posting on our social media. We're trying to make sure justice is brought for Breonna Taylor, and it's a subject that a lot of people are taking very serious. And when you come off, it's like you just saying what you feel like it needs to be said. It don't even feel like if somebody talking to me, I want to feel their words.
Well, you do know most of these people have writers. People that write for them, and most of these people
because that's how he
read
took his breath. He took his breath like, now I gotta say this bullshit.
Right, but most people are reading off a prompter anyway. So if you're not giving a genuine statement and you looking and you can tell they with the stiff read, you kind of know.
Yeah, but not in the debate because they don't have the questions.
But I feel like they do know like what topics might be touched. But in that instance, speak from your heart, regardless of how you feel.
how you speak something you ain't got?
Exactly. If you don't feel like, hey, then say that. Like, hey, that's just another incident. It's another incident
You
that
can't
happened.
speak from your heart with certain topics because your heart will show the real true you.
That's fine.
In all honesty, we've on a number of occasions seen in social media where they keep talking about how they keep covering up for these racist groups, or what do you call militia groups?
Oh yeah, they covering up for them.
These people are literally these people done threaten the governor. of Michigan.
They tried to kidnap the shit out of her.
Like, seriously. And nobody has stepped up and said, hey, listen, white supremacy or white supremacists or militia groups, y'all need to chill. They got a thing called the Good Boys or something like that. You see what I'm saying? And like, dude, these people are really out here with the shit. Like, fuck it, we'll do it.
Serious.
Is the governor of Michigan black?
No, she's a white woman.
Let her kidnap her.
But no, she was.
But see,
what she was saying.
I'm saying that only because, and we just saw this situation with Bill O'Brien in the Texans. You ain't white.
But you say that, right? But hold on. These groups, like a year or two ago,
Bill O'Brien got fired.
These same groups are taking over federal
and he got into it with J.J. Watt. Not after he got into it with DeAndre Hopkins. Not after he got into it with Laramie Townsend. Not after he got into it with Dwayne Brown. See what I'm saying? He got into it with J.J. Watt, and then
they couldn't get rid of Watt.
They're not gonna get rid of Watt.
Well, in all honesty,
they need to.
When you take it and put it in that terminology, go
next year.
Well, because he argued with this player versus that player,
I'm just saying, when white people start to be affected by things,
now it's a tragedy.
It's a tragedy, and we need to fix something. The justice system is broken.
But in this situation,
we don't have that many governors for black people, so
I had to go find the post.
governors gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so I get that, but for her to get kidnapped or attempted to get kidnapped, they didn't even flinch at.
I mean, let's be real. What are the odds of her, the governor of a state in the United States?
Hold on, see,
boy.
Let's be real.
One thing, it's easy.
Let's be real.
It's easy to get kidnapped.
You know how many threats Trump has got?
Listen, man.
Ain't that happened to him?
Listen, let's be real. Donald Trump is Donald Trump. He the president. They gonna make sure.
You don't think the governor got Secret Service too, bro?
They got people, but
she ain't got people.
They ain't got no Secret Service.
Stop. It's the governor. Nigga, the mayor of Houston is well protected. You understand?
The only reason they got caught, they have been looking into this since like July or August.
I feel you.
And they just caught these people.
I feel you, but the mayor of Houston has bodyguards.
He does.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It's easy to get. It's easy to get to Turner though.
It's seriously easy to get to.
Catch that nigga leaving Frenchies walking on his house shoes. Right. See that nigga at the Walmart walking on his house shoes and shit. I'm Sylvester Turner, suck my dick.
I love the obnoxious arrogance.
Everybody gets a day. Look at this.
Shit, Sylvester Turner gave my first job when I was in high school.
Fuck that. Everybody gets a day. I can't deal with that. Everybody does not deserve a day. Cardi B does not deserve a day in Houston.
Yes, she do.
Oh, she got a day in Houston?
Nigga, everybody. When they gave Miss Cat one, I knew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Miss Cat. Oh, nigga. I'm doomed.
Nah,
when she got a day, I knew then. It's a shimshammery.
You ain't been old long enough.
I'm gonna go get a day. I'm gonna get a day in Huntsville.
It's a comedian that got a day.
Comedian Grossman?
No. And when
I was like,
when he got his day,
is he young?
He got
is he young?
I think Phil and Derek gave him a day.
Is it Shelly?
It was Ali Sadiq.
Oh, that nigga funny as hell.
Yeah.
That nigga's...
No, your boy just got a day too.
Who?
Cool with Gentech?
No,
hey, nigga, Ali funny.
That's the day I moved.
Funny.
This how it kills you.
Ladero.
No, I'm talking about a real shout out day. Sylvester Turner shouted this out with Ali and gave him this day, and the Post, the newspaper, completely disrespected him.
What they said?
I mean, he ain't done enough for the city to get a day.
Man who hits other man with Barstool gets a day.
They was just like, I think they kind of like referenced his criminal background.
Oh, he was in jail.
A part of his day. That's and like make that shit.
That's his main set. That shit funny.
But still, you don't go.
The whole time he was in jail, or that shit funny.
Or you don't go X.
Lock that nigga back up so you can write some more jokes.
Put it back up. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think they said that Sylvester Turner just be giving people days, celebrities days, so he can meet them.
That's probably pretty true.
I'm gonna meet Cardi B. Let me give her a day so she'll come up. Right.
I think he just do that to kind of build up his fan base.
His campaign.
Yeah, build up his campaign.
He's his personal fucking.
Think about it. If we took a Love the Jam tour to every elementary, said clean music only, Y'all get up there, y'all gonna rap for the kids. We go to the same 10 schools every year. In 10 years, we gonna have 3,000 fans.
Yeah.
Because they're already like, oh man, a rapper came to my school. It ain't my favorite rapper, but it's a rapper. It's the first rapper I get to meet. Oh, I want to rap when I get older. Let me stay in contact with Love the Gen Radio. Now we not reaching out to the kids like that because we uncensored and we got to make sure we run it by the parents before they hear what we hear.
I've reached out to the kids
what they
like
hear.
that. I've reached out to a couple of school districts.
Yeah, but we not specifically saying, hey, go listen to Love the Gen Radio right now.
I did. They don't know about the unnecessary content. Let's just blow that.
They'll hear when they hear.
Yeah.
Who knocking on the door?
Somebody
What time
knock.
is it? Somebody. That was a real knock too.
Yeah, it is. Nigga, you late.
Yeah.
8:15.
That was a real knock. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and see who this is. www.love2 Gen Radio.